Did you know that texting while driving has become one of the biggest problems today? About 9 Americans are killed every day from motor vehicle accidents that involve distracted driving, such as using a cell phone for either texting, making calls, or searching the web. Now, the probability that a car crash involved a cell phone is 1 in 4. 33% of U.S. drivers ages 18 to 64 reported reading or writing text messages while driving. And 3,400 is the number of motor vehicle crashes in 2013 that involved texting. Now, the number of seconds a driver can safely glance away from the road is 2. And 5 is the number of seconds drivers take their eyes off the road to send a text message on average. Depending on how fast you're going, that could be the length of a football field. We all know it's dangerous, yet some of us still do it. Whether by sheer reflex or the need to know what's going on, checking a text at the wheel of our car is probably one of the most costly things we can do. Now, according to Texting Awareness Foundation, about 6,000 deaths and 500,000 injuries are caused by distracted drivers each year.
Applications for virtually all cell phone devices have been created to help steer not just teens, but adults in the right direction, to help combat the desire to text while driving. From blocking text completely to sending auto-reply texts in your place, some apps will even reward you for following road rules and simply driving safely. One of those apps is called Drive Mode. It's from AT&T, and what it does is it silences your text message alerts, automatically replies to text messages in your place, turns on while the vehicle is moving, and allows you access to music and navigation with one touch. Another app is called Drive Safely. This app reads your text messages and emails out loud in real time. It is hands-free, so no need to touch the phone while driving. It has a one-touch activation, so no complicated setup there. Keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road. It's as simple as that. Another app is called Texecution. This app uses your GPS to determine speed at which your car is moving. If you're traveling more than 10 miles per hour, the application will disable texting, so you cannot receive or respond to any messages. Now, this application is $10, and it's for Google's Androids only, so beware before you purchase. Finally, the last app is called DriveScribe. This app measures and evaluates your driving performance by giving you points based on how well you stay within the speed limit and obey traffic signals. Users can redeem points for gift cards and discounts at certain stores. This application also tracks your distance driven, your average speed, as well as maps of routes driven. Now, we all do it. I do it, you do it. Everyone will admit that they've done it before. But here's how we justify it. Reading a text is safer than writing one. Holding the phone near the windshield is for quote unquote better visibility. And we text only at stop signs or red lights. Come on, that's not true. This could be you. 13% of drivers ages 18 to 20 involved in car wrecks admitted to texting or talking on the phone at the time of the crash. 34% say that they have texted while driving, and 82% of Americans from ages 16 to 17 own cell phones. Now, you don't want them responding to your text messages, right? 52% say they've talked on the cell phone while driving. Now, under New York State, it's a law that you cannot use a handheld mobile telephone or a portable electronic device while you drive. So again, why do you do it? For a first offense violation, you can get a fine ranging from $50 to $200. This violation carries 5 points for a driver's license, and the first conviction will result in the suspension of the driver's license or permit for 120 days. Now, that's not something that you want to have to deal with. The only way to attempt to get rid of the points on your license is to pay for you to take an online course. Save yourself the money and the hassle, and just don't be on your phone to begin with. That way you don't have to worry about being pulled over, getting tickets, or having to sit on your computer for hours to do this online course that, again, you're the one that has to pay for it. Texting has also been blamed for other types of accidents, including subway and train accidents. In 2008, a train in California crashed and killed 25 people. Officials soon learned that the engineer had been texting just before the crash. In another accident in Boston, a trolley driver was also texting just prior to rear-ending another trolley and injuring nearly 50 people. This is a great ad. What it says is, don't text and drive. Yours may be our next shipment. I think it's a great public service announcement by Batesville Casket Company. It's direct and to the point, so kudos to them to putting this on the back of their trucks. I know that if I was driving behind one of these guys, it would definitely freak me out enough not to be on my phone. Now, here are 5 helpful approaches to get you out of any bad situation. First one, direct approach. Say, I'm sorry, but I get really nervous when people text and drive. Wait and see how the other person responds, and most people will admit it's probably not a good idea, or at least they'll put down their phone. Second approach is the subtle approach. If you don't feel comfortable telling a driver to quit texting outright, try hinting, would you like me to type for you since you're driving? Next one is the wow, look at that bad driver approach. Point it to the drivers who wander into the next lane, drive 45 on the highway, run a stop sign, or stop at a red light. You want to be that guy. The next one is the group approach. If your whole group thinks that a driver is a hazard, make a plan together. Take away the driver's car keys. It's what you're supposed to do with drug drivers. And studies have shown that texting drivers are even more dangerous than drunk drivers. And finally, the life-saving approach. If someone continues to text and drive or mocks you for worrying about it, avoid riding with that person altogether. Let texting drivers know that you're cutting them off. A little shame can make people think twice about a bad habit. This could save your life. It could save your friend's life. Maybe someone does this to you, and you realize that you're the one who needs to change. Hopefully, this will help you go about getting that change.